Hey guys, Tom here, and welcome to my WWE Extreme Rules 2016 prediction. So currently, we are live streaming on the YouTube channel, but this will also be uploaded as a video after the live stream. So if you didn't manage to catch the live stream, then you can still watch it. You're probably watching it right now. So I hope we're going to have some great fun, because every single pay-per-view I do one of these live stream prediction videos. We tell you every single thing which I think is happening on the pay-per-view. I'm going to tell you who I think is going to win every single freaking match, and it's going to be some great fun. So these live streams work really well when you guys get down in the comments section, in the chat, talk to me live who you think is winning each match. Also, comment your predictions below if you're watching this as a video on the YouTube channel, and I will try and reply to every single bloody comment. Anyway, let's get right into business. Last time when I did one of these streams, we got around 80 people in. I think it was about 82 people live in the chat, talking to me, watching the live stream. So hopefully we can have some great interaction today, because I think this Extreme Rules pay-per-view is going to be awesome. We've had some great pay-per-views recently, and this one is just going to be as good because the card is looking insane. I'm really looking forward to this show. Anyway, let's see who is currently in the chat. If you guys can remember to smash the likes, that'd be absolutely awesome. We've currently got 22. I want to get way more than that. We want to get way more than that. So you guys remember to smash that like button. Also, remember to follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Hopefully the audio is okay. The video is okay. Let's get right into business by talking about the first prediction. We've got 16 people in here already. Very scary business. Holy shit, we're live. Let's go. So the first match I'm going to predict is the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. So get down in the comment section who you think is winning that match. But I think Roman Reigns is winning that match. I bet everybody watching this stream thinks Roman Reigns is going to win that match. I mean, they aren't going to stop until Roman Reigns gets over. And we're only 2 months into his reign. I mean, that's really short. So it's way too soon for him to drop it. There was also such a huge negative reaction going into WrestleMania 32 and Roman winning the title, and they still went with it. So I don't think they're not going to have Roman defend his title successfully here. There was such a negative reaction going into the biggest show of the year, and they still went with it. So they're still going to go with it at Extreme Rules. Also, AJ Styles is only 4 months into his WWE career, which is really short. I just don't think they're going to put the title on him so soon. And really, the biggest reason is there's no way they're putting the title on a TNA guy. I mean, Vince, there's no way Vince is going to book a TNA guy to take the title off his, well, Vince's own 2-year project, Roman Reigns. There's no way he's going to do that. I think the Roman Empire is going to carry on chugging along until he meets John Cena at SummerSlam for that big SummerSlam match when John Cena comes back. That's my prediction, guys. You might disagree. I don't think many of you will. I think the main event is really easy. Holy shit, we got 57 people in here already. That's crazy. 59, but Roman Reigns is obviously walking out with the title. Red Pug says, say my name, please. I've just done it. Fireboss Ryan says Roman Reigns. Nithead says, I think AJ Styles will win. Dylan Ali said, what did I miss, Tom? You haven't missed anything. I started about 5 minutes ago. All I've said is Roman Reigns is going to win the main event, but we're going to go through the whole match card. We've got so many people in here. I'm getting very scared right now. Oh my God. So Red Pug is happy because I shouted him out. Lana, I'm going to shout you out as well. We'll talk about Cody Rhodes' release briefly at the end. HM plays. So yeah, everybody's saying Roman Reigns is going to win. 72 people in the video so far. That is crazy. Anyway, so my prediction is Roman Reigns. We're going to talk briefly about a possible Seth Rollins and Finn Balor interference just now. So I've got a few things to say about that. Now, will Finn Balor debut at Extreme Rules? Simple answer, 2 letters. No, because Balor still has his cage match against Samoa Joe for the NXT title. Now, that's at NXT Revenge on the 8th of June, so it's still over 3 weeks. I think they're definitely not going to have Balor debut until he's clean, he's finished with NXT. He's still got that big main event match, and it just wouldn't make sense to rush his debut if he's still got to go back to NXT and have that cage match. They're not going to bring him in. I think it's more likely they'll bring him in for his debut match at Money in the Bank. I don't think he's going to debut on tonight's show. So yeah, that's my prediction. Also talking about Seth Rollins, there was a rumor going around that Seth possibly could come back with his own title because he never really lost it. I think that's more likely to happen than Finn Balor coming back, but also anything can happen. We don't know. You've got the Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. I think the finish to the match will be we need somewhere for AJ Styles to go after this match. And I think the match will likely end with Gallows and Anderson accidentally or purposely causing the loss for AJ Styles, because this would carry on the angle between Styles and Gallows and Anderson. And that would give some sort of progression and something for Styles to move on for after Roman Reigns. I think Rollins could make an appearance. There was a rumor going around he's going to come back with his title. That would be a great way to do it. I think I'd be really into that, and that would be really nice to see. But I definitely think the match has got to end with Gallows and Anderson, something along those lines to give some sort of progression for AJ Styles, because the worst thing we want to see is AJ Styles lose and then we're not really sure where to go from there. I think they've got to give us a reason and something to carry on with AJ Styles. Holy shit, 91 viewers. That is fucking insane. Everybody's going in the chat. Romans will win. Tell me, oh my God, 101, this is mental. These live streams get bigger and bigger as they go along. It's fucking crazy. Wazzy Banana, I'm going to shout you out, man. Thanks for coming along. The Shield will reunite. That would be a great idea. We're going to talk about Dean's match later on. 104, guys, smash the likes. If we can get over 100 likes, because obviously not all of you have liked the video, which you should have. But yeah, everybody's going crazy in this chat. This is mental. Tom, the best YouTuber. I appreciate that. AO4 says AJ will win. Crazy prediction. I don't think that's going to happen, but I do think this is going to be the best match of the night. Either this one or the Intercontinental title match. There's going to be so many great matches on this card. I'm really looking forward to it. I've got goosebumps right now. I never thought 100 people would watch me live on YouTube. I'm really happy about that. So thanks a lot, guys. JJG says, I think Jericho will win. I don't think so, but we're going to get onto that soon. We've just finished talking about the main event, guys. But yeah, I think Roman's definitely winning the main event. So Tom, you are good looking. Thank you, Justin. Thank you. I've got lots of spots at the moment. Loads of people like to comment about that in my YouTube videos, but thanks for that. And Scorpion Stunner says, hi, Tom. Thanks for checking out the live stream. 113 people. That's like almost double the freaking people in the last live stream. That's mental. So Jesus Garcia says, this sucks. Fuck you. Thanks, Jesus. But you're not the real Jesus. Craig Foster says, shout me out. We're going to swiftly move on because we've got loads of things to talk about in this live stream. We have got to talk about the Tag Team Championship match with The New Day. Is it going to be Bootylicious or is it going to be the Vaudevillains? And I'm going to go for Bootylicious. The New Day are retaining their titles. Now, any other occasion, you would have thought the new rookie tag team would be walking out and going over here. But the New Day are just way too popular. They're really coming up to the longest ever reigning tag team champions, and they're not putting over the Vaudevillains here. The New Day are way too popular. They shift way too much merchandise. They're awesome. I think they're brilliant. And the Vaudevillains really haven't connected with the crowd. Their gimmick sucks. Nobody really cares. They connected with a small NXT crowd, but on the main roster, nobody really gets it. Why are they stuck in the 20th century? It makes no sense. Who cares? The New Day going over here. There was a rumor recently Vince McMahon really doesn't like this Vaudevillains gimmick. Obviously, he loves the New Day gimmick because they shift so much merchandise. Out of everybody on the roster, the New Day shifted the most merchandise out of anybody at WrestleMania. That is mental. How far these guys have come is crazy. The Vaudevillains picking up the tag titles at Extreme Rules would kill the tag team division right now. The New Day being on top is a great thing. The next people to beat the New Day will be Enzo and Cass, but until then, the New Day are going to retain the championships on every day they have a title match. At the end of the day, there's no way the Vaudevillains are walking out with the tag team titles. I haven't been impressed with them at all. The Vaudevillains suck. They don't connect with the crowd. That's my opinion. I haven't been entertained by them. But on the other hand, the New Day are everything you want from champions. They're great on the mic, great wrestlers, entertaining. They shift loads of merchandise sales. Vince McMahon will be having a wet dream over them because they are perfect for the tag team division right now. And if the Vaudevillains win the tag titles, that would kill the division. That would kill all the momentum the New Day have brought to this division. So for me, the New Day are walking out with the tag team titles. 95 people in this stream. That is crazy. Smash the likes, guys. And if you're crazy enough to not follow me on Twitter yet, get down there in the description and hit that follow button on Twitter. Also, let's have a look. The New Day should turn heel again. I do think, I've said this in a lot of my Raw reviews, that the New Day are a lot better as heels because they were like cheeky, they were naughty, they got away with things. But when they're baby faces, they're a little bit more PG. And they kind of pandered to the crowd a bit. And I thought the best thing about the New Day and why I thought they rocked was because they were cheeky, naughty, got away with things. Since they've turned babyface, it's gone downhill a little bit. And Mobbed is saying the exact thing. I think he says people will hate the New Day by SummerSlam if they stay face. Yeah, I can see them getting stale very quick. I thought they were a lot better as heels. A lot of people said they didn't agree with my opinion when I said that last time, but I definitely think that is, well, it's my opinion, and that's what I think. So 83 people in this live stream, which is crazy. Awesome. 62 people have liked this video. If you haven't already, do that. Women's Championship, a submission match, which will be interesting, but the winner is always going to be Charlotte. Now, this whole match has been set up to see if Charlotte can get the win on her own, and of course, she is going to get the win without Ric Flair. Now, nobody believes Natalya is winning the women's title. I think the reason why that segment fell flat on Monday Night Raw at the end of the show was because nobody thinks Natalya's walking away with the title. And Natty, before this feud, she was gone for months. Where was she? I don't know. She came back and was randomly handed a title match. All of a sudden, it just felt like a whole big filler feud right from the get-go. And Charlotte's doing a fantastic job as a heel champion, and yeah, there's no reason to change it. I think Charlotte and Sasha Banks will probably have a big match at SummerSlam along those lines, so there's no reason to change the champion here. I think Charlotte is brilliant as the women's champion. Natalya, it never really made sense why she was getting a match against Charlotte. She'd been gone for ages. This whole feud has felt like a bit of a filler match. It's a bit of a shame because the first feud in the women's championship division has been this huge filler match, which has been a little bit underwhelming. But at the end of the day, Charlotte is retaining. I'm sure a lot of people will be sort of happy with that, and they're going to prove that Charlotte can get the win without Ric Flair. I don't know if they're doing this to write Ric Flair out of TV. That's possible, but I think Charlotte, this whole match is set up to see if she can do it without him, and she will. That's the story they're telling here. We're going to move on to the US title match soon. If you guys could get down in the comment section and comment what you think about this. So Mr. Awesome says, epic dude, thanks a lot. Bill Goldberg says, I said his name, I don't know what he's on about. Adam Plays Game says, John Cena will interfere in Intercontinental Championship match. I don't think that's going to happen. Cena versus Rusev for Memorial Day. We're going to get onto that very, very soon because I think that as well. Tom, what's your opinion on the booking of Gallows and Anderson? Horrendous. Hopefully they get their win back at Extreme Rules. Red Pug says Rusev should win. Do you know what? We're going to move on to that match straight away because I agree with you. Rusev is definitely defeating Kalisto. He's going to squash him like a little fly because Kalisto, at the end of the day, that's my favorite quote, but Kalisto, he's ruined all the hard work John Cena did to bring credibility back to that belt. Kalisto, from WrestleMania to Payback, he was hardly on TV. He's really been a paper champion. Very disappointing. He did have some good matches with Ryback, but it's time for Rusev to get back on track. Now, Rusev should destroy Kalisto in this match. It's not going to be pretty, but it's been far too long since Rusev was taken seriously on TV. He had an incredible debut year. He was squashed, buried by John Cena, and he never really picked up his momentum. Now, I don't think he's going to be able to pick up his momentum as much as I don't think he's ever going to be able to recover fully, but I think that this should definitely put him on the right track and he should get the big win over Kalisto on the pay-per-view. He should be one of the huge dominant heels in the company. It's been a long time since we have seen this from Rusev, and I think he should squash Kalisto in a big, quick 5-minute match. Now, John Cena potentially comes back on Memorial Day and takes the US title off Rusev. I don't know if he takes it off him. I think that would feel like a little bit of a waste of time. We've spent this last few weeks building up Rusev and then for him to lose to John Cena. I don't know what happens there, but I think Rusev definitely needs to win against Kalisto. He's been a paper champion, very underwhelming. And Rusev needs to be taken seriously. It's been a long time since we've seen Rusev being taken seriously. He had a crappy 2015. Let's hope 2016 or the latter half of 2016 is a lot better for Rusev, because Kalisto has been crap and ruined all what John Cena did. You're amazing, Tom, says Fireboss Ryan. Awesome. Will Shinobi says, yes, Tom, yes. So you lot are all agreeing that Rusev is picking up the win. Rusev has to win or he'll never be taken seriously again. I definitely agree with that. It's make or break for Rusev at this point, and he has to win against Kalisto. Ryback leaving WWE was a bummer for me. Yes, they should have put the title on Ryback at Payback, because that was a great match. Ryback had improved a lot, and then he just lost. So they can't make that mistake again. I definitely think that they need to put the title on Rusev, and no more fanning around with Kalisto. Put it on a real champion. Put it on Rusev. Nithead says, hi, Tom. The Awesome Gamer says, you're my favorite YouTuber. I appreciate that. Guys, we're on 91 viewers. Can we break 100 again? We've slipped a little bit. We've lost a few viewers, which isn't great. Also, smash the likes as well. That will share it on your social media so we can get a few more people in here, because it'd be great to hit 100 again. Anyway, let's swiftly move on to what is the next match we're going to talk about. The next 92 we're going to talk about the Intercontinental Championship match, which is probably the only unpredictable match on the card, because it could potentially go either way. But I did see one comment which made me decide in an instant who was winning this match. I've gone for The Miz. Yeah, I've gone for The Miz. Now, the comment that I read was that the Money in the Bank match is coming up. The Money in the Bank pay-per-view is coming up, and Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Cesaro, since the WWE are so short on names at the moment, loads of people out injured, they're going to want to put all three of these guys in that Money in the Bank ladder match. So the only guy I see in this match not being in that ladder match is The Miz. And that was that is like, as soon as I read that, I was like, they've got a point. They've got a point. They would want Zayn. They would want Owens. They want Cesaro in that ladder match. So it doesn't make sense for them to win the Intercontinental Championship the pay-per-view before. And I thought that was a brilliant comment. So for me, I've gone for The Miz. I was really uncertain who the fuck was winning this match. But when I read that, I was like, yeah, The Miz. I'm going to go for The Miz. He has been doing a decent job as a heel champion. And he's kind of been the champion that I love to hate. And I think the title stays on Miz here. I think it's going to be really funny at the end of the match. We've had some great build towards this pay-per-view match. And I think it would be a perfect way to end this feud with Miz just walking out with the title. I think that would be so funny. I mean, he's such a slime ball, but for him to just beat all these great wrestlers and run out of the ring as the champion, that would just be a brilliant way to book The Miz. I think that would be a perfect way to end this feud. It's been a good feud, but I think The Miz has got to win this match. I definitely think it. He's been great since Maurice came back. They sort of repackaged him a few weeks ago. I think he's been brilliant, and I think that would be an awesome way to end the pay-per-view match, this whole feud. So yeah, the IC title feud has been the highlight of Raw. I definitely agree. Some of the matches we've seen between Cesaro, Owens, Zayn, and even The Miz, he's really stepped up a gear. He's really underrated, and it's brought out the best in The Miz, I think. I think he's been great, so no reason to change the title here, in my opinion. And for me, I think it'd be a great way to end the feud with The Miz. Just look, you can just imagine Zayn and Owens and Cesaro's face like, how did The Miz win? Like in the ring, that'd be hilarious. But at the end of the day, we got 93 viewers, which is great. Epic Dude, shout me out. Just did it. What about Cesaro, Tom? I don't know. It just feels like they don't really know what to do with Cesaro at this point. I think I want to see him in that Money in the Bank ladder match. I don't want to see him have an Intercontinental Championship belt, because that would be a step in the wrong direction. Ray Spears says, damn, I should be revising. That is a tough one. Do you watch the Tom Cushnie live stream, or do you revise for your exams? I'm not going to say. That dirt face, Tom. Who should pin who? That's a good question. Very good question. I have no fucking idea. That's very tough, because they need to protect all these guys. Kevin Owens could be like the next huge heel of the company. Sami Zayn has only just debuted, and Cesaro, he's like one big win away from becoming a world champion. So I don't ask me. I couldn't even predict this match. I don't even know if I've got it right. So don't quote me. But I think The Miz is winning. Who deserves the Money in the Bank most? Oh, God, I was regretting this question. I have no idea. Dean Ambrose? I think it'd be cool to see Seth Rollins come back and win it again. But it's really tough to to pick at this point. It could be John Cena as well, couldn't it? They could just have him win the Money in the Bank match, and he's like, I'm cashing this in at SummerSlam. We're going to have a big main event match. I mean, anything can happen. He's saying, now you failed, Tom. Miz sucks. Well, I think the Miz is winning. He's pretty decent, and I think this feud has been very good for him. How many viewers have we got? How many have we got? It's taken a while to refresh. We've got 99. Holy shit. Come on, let's break the 100 again. I think the record was 114, which is crazy. Anyway, next match, Jericho, Ambrose, Asylum match. This match could be good or it could be bad. I think Dean Ambrose is like sort of like hit and miss. He either has a really good match or he has a really bad match on pay-per-views. Now, Dean fucking Ambrose has to win his own match. He made this Asylum match, so he has to win this match. Now, leading into WrestleMania, we spent weeks and weeks seeing Ambrose build up his lunatic character by getting all these weapons for this street fight. And then when Ambrose lost to Lesnar in such a short match, it crushed all the momentum he'd spent the last few weeks building up. And it just sucked. It was so underwhelming. And he should have won that match. He's a lunatic. How could he lose this street fight against Lesnar? If there's one guy on the roster who could somehow beat Lesnar, would be the lunatic fringe Dean Ambrose. So how he lost was crazy. You wouldn't have thought Ambrose's character, you would have thought his character, a lunatic, would have excelled in a street fight, but he got crushed. So surely he has to win this lunatic Asylum match. The WWE can't make the same mistake again like they did at WrestleMania. Jericho, he always comes back to put over talent. He needs to put Ambrose over in his own match. Why would Jericho win in an Asylum match? That makes no sense. Ambrose needs to win here. Comment your thoughts below. Oh God, I just moved my mic. Do you have to escape the Asylum? Nobody knows. Do the weapons drop to the ring? Do they have to climb up to get the weapons? I'm guessing it's just pinfall or submission. I think that is how it ends. It's going to be interesting to see because usually I don't like cage matches, but it's Dean Ambrose, so it could go either way. It could be great. It could be shit. Jericho might retire soon, so he will probably lose. I think he's going on a tour with Fozzy, somebody said the other day. So probably Barcelona rules. I'm going to shout you out, man. I think the Asylum match will change. What do you mean by that? Expand. Lesnar, only jobs for Lesnar. Tom, do you bet? No, I don't bet. Dean Ambrose said you can't escape to win. Yeah, I think it's just pinfall. I'm guessing it's just pinfall. Anyway, moving on. We've got 2 more matches to go. The pre-show kickoff match, Baron Corbin, Dolph Ziggler. I'm not looking forward to this match whatsoever because this feud has sucked. This feud has been so bad. Like, why did this all hype for Baron Corbin come? I don't watch NXT, but what I've seen of Baron Corbin, the only good thing about Baron Corbin is his entrance, which is fucking cool, and his finisher, which looks devastating. Everything in between is just average. I mean, you could pick anybody on the roster and they could have a better match than Baron Corbin. I've not been impressed with him at all. So they're going to put Baron Corbin over here because Ziggler shockingly beat the rookie at Payback, which made no sense. Now, Corbin will get his win back here. Why this feud is still going on, I have no idea. But at the end of the feud, Baron Corbin is always going to go over. So for me, Ziggler puts over Corbin. Ziggler won on Raw, but with this 50-50 booking, he's obviously going to lose at the pay-per-view. So for me, every day of the week, Baron Corbin is winning. So this card's pretty predictable. So I'm surprised how many people are in this stream. It's crazy. They must just love my voice. But for me, Baron Corbin, every day of the week. Tom, have I heard news about Cody? I'm going to talk about that just after the last match prediction. We've got 1 match to go, which is Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, the Usos. Who is winning this match? Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. Now, the Usos were stupidly booked to beat Anderson and Gallows on Raw. Now, JBL is always going on about how great Gallows and Anderson were in Japan, and then they went and lost to the Usos on Raw, which didn't make sense. So the Gallows and Anderson need to get their win back at Extreme Rules. This is their first freaking pay-per-view match. Of course, they've got to go over. Gallows and Anderson is my prediction for this match. And if Anderson and Gallows win here, it sort of puts momentum on AJ Styles' side. So if this match is going to go before the main event, obviously. So if Gallows and Anderson win, I think that kind of puts momentum on Styles' side because his team won. So it kind of asks the question, is there going to be a title change because his team's got the momentum going into the main event? I don't know. That's my way of thinking. But I think since it's their first pay-per-view match, and they lost on Raw, 50-50 booking. Gallows and Anderson go over at the pay-per-view and get a big pay-per-view win, because I think they could challenge the New Day for the tag titles if they get a big win here. And I think that'd be a great way to do it. So for me, they are my predictions for Payback. Not Payback, Extreme Rules. We've got 79 people still in here, which is fucking ridiculous. Bombs Turf Pursuit says, bit late to the party, though, the club for the win in this match. Yes, I agree. If you want to watch the rest of the predictions, it will be on as a normal video on the channel. So don't worry if you've missed the live stream. A lot of people have been asking for my opinion about Cody Rhodes. Hi, Bombs Turf Receipts, great friend. A lot of people have been asking me about Cody Rhodes. Yeah, they dropped the ball with this guy. Now, this Goldust Stardust gimmick was like sort of... as soon as it debuted, you knew it wasn't going anywhere. So how they managed to make it last for, it must have been at least a year, maybe like 18 months. I don't know when he debuted, but how... I don't even know how it made it past its first week, because you just knew when he came out. Nobody cared. It never made sense. And then their match against Goldust, his match against Goldust last year was crap. And everybody was like, oh, when's Cody coming back? When's Cody coming back? When's Cody coming back? When's Cody coming back? And this went on for like a year. And then they never did it. And it was just like, ugh. So yeah, I think they definitely dropped the ball with this guy. I mean, he had everything. I remember that amazing match him and his brother had against the Shield at Battleground. That was fucking awesome. That was career highlight for me for Cody Rhodes, and that was the best thing Cody Rhodes could have done. His feud with the Sandow at SummerSlam 2013 was great as well. Some of his best work. I remember when he chucked the briefcase into one of the rivers. That was great on an episode of SmackDown. I think they could have done a lot more with Cody Rhodes, and it's a real shame, because I really thought Cody Rhodes was great. Stardust was crap. I never liked it. I didn't like it from the first week. So to sit through 2 years, or a year, asking for Cody to come back, and then to turn out he's actually asked for a release and we're never going to see Cody Rhodes again, sucks. So yeah, I did actually miss the early parts of Cody Rhodes' career, because I kind of stopped watching wrestling for a bit. So I came back in like 2011, I think it was 2012. So I did miss the earlier parts of Cody Rhodes' career, but from what I saw, he definitely could have been a world champion. Could he be a world champion in this current era? I don't think so. But when they had the World Heavyweight Championship, he definitely could have been something huge. Who would you rather debut at Extreme Rules, Finn Balor or Bayley? Big question. I really want to see Finn Balor, but I don't think it makes sense. I think Bayley's brilliant, but I don't really follow NXT much. Is she got a title rematch at NXT TakeOver? I think both of them are going to come in, definitely, in the next 3 months. But talking about the Divas division, the women's division, what the fuck are they doing with Sasha Banks? Why has she been gone for so long? They're fucking around with her. She could carry this company, carry the division for years to come, and she hasn't been on TV for ages. Bayley, that would be brilliant to bring her up as well. But if they're treating Sasha Banks as badly as this, then I don't have much hope for any of the new women coming up to the WWE, because they're fucking her over. What did she do? What are they doing with the Sasha Banks? But when I saw Bayley in NXT in Sheffield a few months ago, she was super over. She's brilliant. And yeah, she's amazing. Everybody loves her. She's great. I can't wait to see her on the main roster. Cross Shots Gaming, shout out for you, bro. Guys, it's been brilliant having you all in the live stream. If we can have one last push to smash the likes, that'd be amazing. We had over 100 viewers, which is just mental. 89 likes already. Follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Prefer Twitter, but you can do Facebook as well. You might as well do both if you can. So thanks for watching, guys. I've really enjoyed this live stream. It's been brilliant. Enjoy Extreme Rules. Thanks for watching. Thanks to everybody that turned out to the live stream. This has been brilliant. I know everybody's going to be sad that I'm leaving the live stream, but we're going to do way more of these, because I know I only do one every month, but I should do more. I should do more, really, because you guys are amazing. Like, what the fuck? Survivor Games is saying bye. Bill Goldberg is saying don't leave. Don't go, Tom. Thanks for watching, guys. It's been brilliant. Amazing. So the video is going to be on the channel. Follow me on Twitter and Facebook to chat to me straight after this if you're going to miss me so much. So thanks so much. It's been brilliant. Take care. Spike your hair. Smash the likes.